Hello, this is John Locke, and today we're answering a question that comes from Reddit, though I've seen this repeated a lot of places before in different forums and the like. And the question goes something like this. When I go into Google Search Console, I see a whole bunch of 404s and crawl errors, but these are from pages that no longer exist, and they haven't existed for a long time. So the question is, like, what should we do about them? Should we just, mark them as fixed or what? So what a lot of people don't realize is the memory on Googlebot is infinite, meaning any URL that they've come across before, they're going to try and crawl again at some point. So even if you had pages on your site from 5 or 10 years ago, Google eventually at some point will try and recrawl them just to make sure that they're not there anymore. So there's two things that you can do about this. One is you can simply just mark it as fixed, and eventually Google will treat it as what they call a soft 404, meaning that they know that page no longer exists. It doesn't mean that they won't crawl it again. Or you could set up a 301 redirect for that page, which might be fine. A lot of times, you might have a page that might have a site linking to it somewhere that you don't know about. So what I usually do is, if it looks like it was a legitimate URL at some point, I'll 301 redirect it just to be safe. But if it looks like it was just some sort of weird error, not like a legitimate page, not a legitimate link, not linked to from anywhere, and a lot of those have been turning up in Search Console lately, where Google takes fragments of URLs that it might find. Say if you had it in a YouTube video, the description area, or if it was linked to on your site, but it like for example on my site sometimes we'll have code examples, but for whatever reason Googlebot or Google Search Console sometimes sees those as a link, and it'll try and crawl it for whatever reason. Yeah, those ones I will just basically mark as fixed, because there's no point in really 301ing them because they were never a page and they're not actually linked to from anywhere. But if it looks like it might have been a legitimate page, I'll 301 it. Hope that answers that question. If you have an SEO question, leave it in the comments below. We'll answer it out in a future video. This is John Locke for Lockdown Design and SEO. We help manufacturing and industrial firms. Until next time, peace.